right. Well, I just got back from a little road trip, picking up some things. I grabbed these two things here. So there's kind of a kind of a bummer. So the dude said these were found in an attic, still in their original wrappers. And there was, when I picked them up, there were little chunks still of the wax paper wrapper. And I go, really? Like all the wrappings? Yeah, but they were ripped. I got rid of them. That really freaked me out. What a bummer. The packaging's gone. But he said that these are very possibility that these were never fired. So these could be like new old stock. And judging by the original paint here and the lack of any kind of burning or, scorching of the paint, or any carbon or anything, that could very well be the case. And I haven't looked at it here. All I did was dust them off. They're all dusty and crap. And like I said, I was finding little bits of the original wrapping, the Dietz wrapping. Oh, by the way, these are Dietz 8-day lanterns. So, let's see. Look at that. This thing's on fire, man. On fire. Even though this was put in upside down. Unless it's supposed to be. I mean, that's a little wizard size. And that looks just like, okay, well, it looks like attic crud and not glass cancer, which is great news. And this, you could also throw a little wizard red globe in here. But it says little wizard on it. This isn't a little wizard. So it's good that they're on mark. Man, look at this. Look at that, man. I bet you that's freaking brand new. These things are brand new, man. Wow. This one's upside down, too. So I wonder if they're supposed to be that way. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, man. These things are brand freaking new. Wow. Look at that. Very cool. All right. So I really would like to do as little as possible to these things. I'll clean the glass. And I'll probably just get some warm soapy water with some Dawn in it. And just kind of, maybe I'll use like a toothbrush and just clean all this up. And leave it at that. That's very cool. Wow. Yeah. You can see the spray marks. Or like, look at, I mean, even like where the paint scrapes off for like opening it, there's like maybe one little scratch. That's really something. That's cool, man. Let's look at a Fount. Oh, okay, there's a baffle in there. You can't really see. Let's see if I can share some light. I just got to take my word for it. Yeah. I can see in there, and it's a mirror on the bottom. Very cool, man. So these are survivors, man. That is awesome. Okay. Yep. Brand new freaking wicks. Unfired. 2 unfired. 8 days. That is fascinating. Okay, so I think, instead of just a little introduction video, I might as well make a video cleaning these up. Big deal. It's a guy with soapy water. But, some people like seeing transformation of things. So maybe I'll wipe them down, maybe a little steel wool on the bales. Leave it at that. And I'm going to go clean these. So, let me go clean these first and get some warm water. And we'll clean these babies up. All right, cool. Okay, so, yeah, that was just attic, little bit of a, attic kind of a filthiness going on. Yeah, all nice and clean. Yeah, very nice. All right. So, let's clean these up. We'll get these beautifully unused wicks and burners out of here. Yeah, look at that. I think that one looks a little dented. Looks like this might have gotten just hit on something. Not even going to clean them up. I'll just leave them just like this. Cool. I'm just getting the dirt off. I'm not, I'm not going to take any. Don't worry, I'm not going to take paint off or any of that kind of crap. But got some warm soap here. Just a little bit of Dawn in there. Very mild. So we'll commence a little cleaning. So I like this method over just like, having a wet rag. Because this gets, I mean, this is like, this is a toothbrush. Think about brushing your teeth with a towel. That doesn't make any sense, does it? You gotta get in there, man. You gotta get in there in between and everything. There's a lot of in-betweens in a number 8 with this cage and everything. And I like that I'm, it's kind of, it's applying, kind of heavily, so that by the time I come back around to a part, that water will have loosened up more dirt, that maybe this toothbrush isn't quite getting at. Yeah, that's really all I want to do. Alright, yeah, a little on here. I'm really not going to do any other surfaces. I'll just, by the time I wipe a lot of this excess off, the rag will be moist, and that'll help me clean the cage and things. New York State, by the way, these are both marked New York State. Probably state police, something like that. These were probably, for like road closures and shit. Okay. Got a clean rag. It's almost like I just treated them with linseed oil, and I'm cleaning them up. And I keep checking here to make sure I'm not getting, there's no paint coming off or anything. There is no paint coming off, just dirt. Yeah. Not all I want to do. Brilliant. Right. So, I am wondering. All right. They're made to go upside down. Very cool. Look at that. All right. Nice. One down. It's interesting with just, what an environment like an attic will still do to something. But, these things could have spent their whole life in that attic. I wonder, I wish I could have seen the packaging, see what kind of condition it was in. That would warrant the dude throwing it out. I'm like, no! It's interesting, there's like, these are unfired, but I see like what looks like, wear. But, this thing could have sat on a shelf in somebody's barn shop where there were, constantly actually things that are being used could be plopped on a shelf next to it and bang into it, for 50 years. Something that daily just kind of jammed on a shelf next to it and just kind of put marks in it. But it is bizarre to see where, some of the paint is gone, but yet, these haven't been fired. And that looks like it might have been exposed to heat as well, this one. I've seen a lot of other unfired lanterns that were just in really bad shape, just from the environment they sat in. It's heartbreaking. I'm looking for patent dates or date codes or anything. I'm not seeing any. So we'll put our burners back in. And the reason these are all jumbled up is because there's a baffle in the bottom of this. And you got to kind of fold up your wick. It's not going to, flow freely throughout the tank. You got to kind of ball it up. All right, there's that one. Oh, looks like I made a mess. Splattering a little toothbrush action splatter. Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't put the burner in the other one. Could throw some oil on these and just make them look real nice and shiny. Or not shiny. God, I would hate it if it made them look shiny. Satin. I'm looking for more of a satin. Make the paint maybe look a little more like it was meant to. You know what? I'm not even gonna steal the the bales. Leave them just like this. All right, very cool. Well, here we have a couple of twins, unfired, man. Unfired Dietz 8 days. By the way, I got recently, a future project is an 8-day of a different design. That's definitely, that is not unfired. This thing has seen the world, I think. But yeah, so this is a Dietz. This is it's a Dietz 8-day, and as you can see, yep, Dietz 8-day. But this takes the Fresnel globe. So this will be a future project. You can see the paint there has paint has seen better time. But I may want to just leave it like like that, but yet clean up this paint, bring something back to that paint. So that is another day for that. Here we have it, the twins, the 8-day twins. Okay, well that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this quick unboxing, I guess you'd want to call it. But very cool. I'm so glad that the dude told me the story that I think, well, I'm not glad because he told me that he discarded original packaging. What a bummer. All right, well, hey, that's gonna do it for this quick unboxing vid. And until next time, folks, don't you go change it.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.